Alright guys, hi, my name's Ron. Today we're going to talk about how to clean out a PlayStation 2, clean out the optical eye, and clean out other components of the unit. This is a common problem. Most people run across this. It's a really easy fix. And since I do a project that is technology based, I figured I'd do something Alright guys, so the first thing we're going to go over are the tools you need for the job. First thing you need is a eyeglass screwdriver. You pick this up at a Walgreens, any local pharmacy. Then also you need like a pick, or you can also use a small flathead screwdriver, just something to pry the components apart. Also you need a small Phillips screwdriver and a can of compressed air. You pick this up from Walgreens as well, any supermarket, something like that, any office supply store. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is take off the 8 screw covers off the bottom of the PlayStation 2. They're really easy to pry off. All you have to do is take either the pick or any little flathead Phillips screwdriver that you have. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is remove 8 screws from the bottom of the unit. You're going to have 4 long screws and 4 short screws. Each one of these you will remove using your small Phillips screwdriver. I would recommend to try to keep these in order as best you can, try to remember where they go. If not, it's really no big deal. All you have to do is try to fit these 4 long screws in first, and then whichever holes those don't go into, you put the 4 short screws into them. Alright guys, the next thing we're going to do is just take the whole PlayStation unit, make sure you removed all the screws from the 8 holes here, just flip it over, and then what you want to do is just gently remove the cover. Now before you do this, I do recommend you keep in mind that whenever you remove this cover, you have to break this seal. Breaking this seal voids any warranty the PlayStation has. So do this at your own risk. They will not repair or accept any warranty claims after you break this seal. So, that being said, just want to remove the cover, and like I said, gently pry it apart. Now I've had this apart a few times, so it's kind of easy for me. But what you kind of want to do is rotate it in a counterclockwise fashion, and then set it to the side. The reason that you do this, this little strip of cable here, is what gives your buttons all their power. Alright, now I would recommend keeping this intact if at all possible, just because it's so much easier to put it back together if you're just dusting it out and making sure that the laser eye is actually clean and stuff, such. So I just, like I said, took it apart so you guys can see it a little bit better, but try to keep it intact if you can. Alright, so next step is you're going to remove the 4 screws from the top of the laser eye cover. The screws are very small. This is where your eyeglass screwdriver is going to come in handy. And then just remove the end and use the Phillips bit. There are 4 screws. They're stuck in there pretty hard to begin with, so you're going to have to kind of crank on them a little bit. You might need a small pair of pliers or something like that to bust them loose originally. But just take off these 4 screws. Gently remove the cover. And there's your laser eye. You see a lot of other electrical components in there as well. So, step 1 is just take your can of compressed air and just go ahead and give the laser eye a fix first. Kind of clean out the rest of the electrical components. It's been a while since you've cleaned out a PlayStation. You're going to see chunks of dust flying. So, make sure you give it a good fix. Now, you don't want to blow too hard or too directly onto that laser eye. You want to kind of keep it moving around, that way you don't damage the eye itself. Don't use a paper towel to try to wipe this off. Don't use water or anything like that. You'll get a film on it and it won't be able to read. Even if you use isopropyl alcohol, you want to make sure that you don't leave any residue, or maybe use a Q-tip or something, but really the best for this job is a can of compressed air. So, then you've also got this component here. Now this is where your controllers and your memory card and such plug into. Now this is just going to flop around when you're taking this off, so make sure you don't rip these wires or break the circuit board or anything like that these are plugged into. So, the next thing you want to do is just kind of, with your compressed air, give these components just a quick little brush off. Now your electric fan, which actually cools the unit, is in the back here. And you want to make sure you clean out this fan pretty well. This is where all the dust collects usually, or a lot of dust collects. But make sure you don't blow it in there and get the fan spinning like a pinwheel or something like that. That actually will burn up the motor and you'll just create more problems for yourself. So just with your finger gently hold onto the fan. Spray it out. Like I said, if it's been a while, you're going to have a whole bunch of dust collected on there. I just cleaned this recently, so there's not a whole lot. Alright, and then after that, all you need to do really is just close it back up, make sure you put all the screws back where they're supposed to go. And like I said, this is just a real quick cleaning, just kind of get it dusting off. You might need a more thorough cleaning and take quite more components, but this is just a quick video, so that's just kind of how you dust everything off.